everybody wants to go ahead and put themselves on mute, we'll get started. I wanted to welcome everybody to class today. This is actually my first class teaching teen yoga and teaching it live on the internet, so welcome. My name is Leslie and I'm super happy to be here with you today. I also have some people practicing with me. My daughter and son and our friend Maddie are here practicing along, so if you hear some voices in the background, that will be them. Today, our theme of class is going to be about traveling and packing and unpacking a suitcase. In this class today, we're going to do something called lunge salutations, which means we're going to really focus on our legs and the energy that comes from our legs. Just a quick raise of hands. How many friends have done yoga if you're not, if you're out there? Okay, awesome. All right. I want to remind you that yoga is a practice. It's not an art of perfection. So each time you come to yoga and each time I come to yoga, your body and mind are different from the last time that you arrived in your space. So just kind of keep that in mind. You might have a really good day at balancing. You might have an off day at balancing, and just know that that's okay. Also know that I'm going to be here to show you the poses and postures, but you might not necessarily look like my body is going to look like, and you're not going to look like everybody else's body. So just know that that's okay, and that's what's awesome and makes you super unique. Also a reminder, this is a practice for you. If you're doing something and it doesn't feel comfortable in your body, please back off and don't do it. This is really a practice and something that should feel good in your body. So I don't want you to have any unnecessary pain while we're practicing. If everyone is ready, if you'll find a space on your mat. I actually don't have a mat today, so you never need a mat to practice yoga. You can practice anywhere. We are going to start in easy seat pose. If everybody could give me a quick thumbs up, that faces I can see you, if you can hear me okay. If my volume's okay? Okay, thank you. All right, so we're going to start in an easy seat. So really that's just crisscross applesauce from maybe back in elementary school. And while you're here, I invite you to close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, you don't have to. But if you feel the need, please do so. And while you're here, I want you to imagine a place that you would like to travel to. It can be anywhere and any place. Maybe it's somewhere warm, maybe it's somewhere cold, maybe it's even the moon or the space station. I just want you to imagine that place. We've been locked up and kind of in quarantine, and I just invite you to go to a place that you really look forward to going to. Maybe it's a place you've already been or somewhere new. Before we start our journey, I want to take 2 breaths together. So if you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and really focus on getting your spine nice and tall while we do this. So we're going to take a big breath in together, and a big breath out. Once again, big breath in, and a breath out. All right, we're going to start our journey by doing some side stretch. So if you can grab your left hand and put it down by your left hip, we're just going to raise our right arm and just gently stretch over to the left. So really looking at getting length in your right side body and really increasing the space there in your right lung for breathing. So let's take a big breath in, breathe in, and a breath out. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Right hand down, left arm up, and we're just going to stretch to the right. And we'll take a breath in and a breath out. And let's just do on your own, 1 more on each side. And then we'll go to the other side. All right, now we're gonna do a gentle twist. So if you wanna take your right hand and put it on your left knee, and then put your left arm behind your back, we're just gonna do a slow, gentle twist. If it feels good and feels good in your body, you can kind of look further behind you and over your left shoulder. If that's uncomfortable on your neck, just look a little bit to the side. You don't have to twist that far. All right, and then let's switch to the other side. Left hand on your right knee. All right, and then to further kind of strengthen our spine, let's do some what I like to call jelly rolls. So we want to go forward, kind of pull on your knees, go back, forward, pull on your knees, go back. And then we're going to go the other way because yoga is also about balance. We want to try to do the same thing on both sides of our body so both sides get the same amount of love. Okay. Awesome. Nice job. All right, if you can bring your hands to heart center, we're going to take a big breath in together. We're going to unite our breath before we start our journey. So everybody, big breath in and a breath out. And we're going to come to our mat. If you want to be towards the top of your space, if you have a mat or just the top of your space where you're at, we're going to start in mountain pose. So I want you to breathe in and bring your arms up above your head. And then we're going to root through our feet. Your feet have 4 edges. Your toes and the ball of your feet come back to the backs of your ankles, the sides, and then the insides. So the goal here is to really push all 4 corners of your feet to the earth and stretch up tall like a mountain. From here, let's take a big breath in. And we're going to do a forward fold, breathe out. I'm going to turn so you guys can see the alignment of my body. From your forward fold, I'm going to have you do a halfway lift. You can push on your shins or your thighs. The goal here really is to get your spine straight. A really good posture for your posture, actually. We spend a lot of time hunched over devices and things, so this is a really good time to get your spine straight. So you're pushing your bottom the opposite from your head and reaching out towards your head and getting really straight here. So take another breath in, please. And then we're going to do a forward fold, breathe out. Now I want you to place your hands on the ground, and I want you to identify your right foot. And we're going to step that back into a lunge. And from that lunge, we're going to drop onto our knee for a posture called crescent moon. If it's comfortable, you can raise your hands above your head. If you need to, you can put your hands at your side as well. And while you're here, let's just kind of go back and forth to get into the pose. And while you're here, I want you to think about things that you might need to pack for your destination. Wherever it was you decided you were going, think of some things you might need to bring with you. If you can, reach your arms up above your head, breath in. And then I'm going to have you take your right hand and grab your left wrist, and we'll stretch over to the right as much as you need on your side. Let's breathe here, breath in. And a breath out. We'll come back to center. We're going to take our left hand to our right wrist, and we're going to side stretch to the left. Breath in here, breathe in. Breath out. Our hands will come to center. We'll place them by our left foot. We'll push up into low lunge. Look back at your right foot and bring it to meet your left foot. So we're meeting in a forward fold. We're going to take a breath in for a halfway lift. So we reset our spine, breathe in. And we breathe out again, forward fold. Now we're gonna put our hands on the ground and we're gonna take our left foot and step it back into a lunge. Let's put our left knee down and we can rise up crescent moon. And here on this side, just kind of warming up your legs. You kind of want to bend and straighten to get into the pose. And then we'll rise our arms up. We're going to take our right hand to our left wrist, and we're going to side stretch to the right. Breathe in here. Breathe out. And let's do the opposite side. Let's switch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands back to center. We'll put them at our right foot on the ground. Pop up into a lunge. Watch your left foot and bring it to meet your right foot in a forward fold. We're going to do a breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, forward fold. We're going to swing back up top to mountain pose. And then we're going to do another dive, forward fold. Slowly with your knees bent. We're going to take our right foot back into our lunge again. And this time we're going to pop up standing from here. So we're not going to put our knee down. We're going to push solidly into our left heel and balance and push from your right toe mound and lift up. So here you have crescent lunge. If it doesn't feel good to have your arms above, you can put them at your side on your hips. You can put them down just hanging. If you like your right leg straight, that's awesome. Also know that you can bend your knee on your right side a little bit. That kind of releases the tension in your back if you're having a little bit of back pain here. From here, I want you to breathe your arms in. Breathe them down to your side on your hips. And I'd like you to think about 5 things that you're going to pack in your suitcase for your destination. And while we're doing that, we're going to do 5 lunges, 5 dips. So think about your items, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms back up, crescent lunge. Put your arms down to your left foot. Look at your right foot. Have it step to meet your left. And we're in a forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold. And we're going to step back with our left foot into our lunge position. This side, you're going to push firmly through your right heel, right? And you're on your toe mound with your left foot and push into that right heel and rise as best you can. You can leave your arms here, at the side, or on your hips. And on this side, I'm also going to have you think about things that you may have forgotten, that you might need for your journey. And we'll do it with 5 dips. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms back up, crescent lunge. We're going to put our hands down to meet our right foot. Look at our left foot. Step it to meet your right. Then we're going to breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Breathe out, hands at heart center. I don't know about you, but my heart is working hard, so let's take one more breath together here before we move into our next poses. Let's just do a big, deep breath in together. Breathe in, and a breath out. From here, we'll hit mountain pose again. Breathe in, forward fold, breathe out. We're gonna change it up and start with our left foot this time. So I'd like for you to step your left foot back to a lunge. And I want you to look at your left foot and move it up 1 or 2 feet spaces towards your right. Your feet are gonna be in train tracks. This is called pyramid pose. Left leg should be straight, and you can have your right leg and knee bent as much as possible to make the pose comfortable for you. The goal here is to try to get your head, your forehead to touch your knee. You can do that if you can reach it. You can also use your fist to put something in between your forehead and your knee. And I want you to breathe here. Can you take a breath in and a breath out? If your body is shaking, that's awesome. That's where the mat is happening. This pose is really good for your digestion, and it also nourishes your heart and brain. So we're getting ready to eat as much as possible when we arrive at our location. I want you now to bring your left foot to meet your right, and we'll meet in a forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, try to get your back flat, and we're gonna step our right foot back into a lunge. And then with your right foot, we're gonna come 1 or 2 feet spaces up. So same way this side, your body's gonna feel a little bit different. My left side is more flexible and bendy than my right. Once again, I want you to try to get your forehead to your knee. And while you're here, why don't you think about the weather at your destination? What is it gonna feel like? What is it gonna look like when you get there? Let's take a big breath in and a breath out. Let's look back at our right foot and bring it to meet our left. We'll breathe in, halfway lift. Try to get your spine straightened. Breathe out, forward fold. All right, breathe in, mountain pose. All right, we're getting closer to getting on the airplane to take off. We're gonna do a forward fold, breathe out. We're gonna step our right foot back into our lunge. And we're gonna raise up with airplane arms. Airplane arms, palms are down, facing the ground. You wanna get your shoulder blades touching in the back. You're creating more space and pushing your heart space forward. From here, we're gonna take 3 amazing breaths because we're gonna need a lot of energy to take off. So we're gonna breathe in, crescent lunge, breathe in, then we breathe out. Airplane, breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, airplane arms, breathe out. All right, we will put our hands down to meet our left foot and bring our right foot to meet our left in a forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold. Let's step our left foot back. Remember to push down through that right heel. And we're gonna push up with airplane arms. So your body is tilting a little bit forward. You're not standing up here with the airplane arms. Their palms are down and they're pushing behind your back. From here, we're gonna do our 3 awesome airplane breaths. So we'll stand up for crescent, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, big breath in, and breathe out. Awesome job, everybody. All right, we're gonna put our hands down to meet our right foot, and then we're gonna have our left foot join our right in a forward fold. From here, we're gonna do a halfway lift, reset our spine, and forward fold, breathe out. Rise up, mountain pose. Breathe in. All right, now we're ready to do our full airplane. And in this, we're gonna incorporate our crescent moon, our crescent lunge, airplane, and airplane arms into this pose. So we'll breathe in, mountain pose. Breathe out, forward fold. We have our suitcase packed. We're on the airplane. and it's getting ready to take off. Halfway lift, breathe in. And we're gonna step our right foot back, breathe out. We're gonna hit crescent moon. Remember, right knee down. Raise your arms up, breathe in. We're gonna take our hands back to just a lunge. And then we're gonna breathe in, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Now we're gonna move our arms back for airplane arms. And at the same time, we're gonna push off and take flight. Push really hard into your left heel and you fly. If you can't push directly off, that's awesome. You can take a few steps to help you connect to airplane. So we're trying to get our body in a T shape. This improves our posture and strengthens your legs. Once again, if you're shaking, it's working. If you fall out, come back in, no worries, right? And then bring your right foot to meet your left. Good job. All right, we're gonna do it on the opposite side. So breathe in, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna look at our left foot and step it back for our lunge. We're gonna breathe in, crescent moon, left knee down. Breathe out, hands down to your right foot. We're gonna push up into a lunge. And then we're gonna breathe in for crescent lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out, airplane arms. And from here, we take flight. One side, once again, may be easier than the other. Let's hold it here. And then let's stand and have our left and right feet meet. So one more time, just airplane pose. So we're gonna breathe in, mountain pose, breathe out, forward fold. We're gonna step our right foot back. And we're gonna push up to crescent lunge, breathe in. And now we go just airplane, right? So we're taking off. Push, trust yourself. Really kind of push through your back, leg and heel and stretch through the crown of your head. Awesome, let's take one big breath. And we'll meet feet together. You can put your hands at heart center. And we'll prepare for the last airplane ride, the left side. Breathe in, mountain, exhale, forward fold. Step our left foot back. We're gonna push up into crescent lunge, airplane arms, and then we take flight. See if we can hold it here a little longer than we did the first time. Try to look at something ahead of you that's not moving. It's called the drishti. It'll help keep your balance. All right, one breath in and a breath out. Awesome job. All right, hands together. Big breath in. Ooh, my heart is racing. Feels good. All right, breath in, breath out. From here, we're going to do a chair pose. So it's like trying to sit in a little kindergarten seat that you used to sit in back in elementary school. You're gonna keep trying to sit in that chair and keep your body straight. From here, we're gonna go slowly down to the ground, as gently and gracefully as you can. Awesome. All right, I thought we'd do one fun thing. You've now arrived at your destination. You're here. Now you have some time to enjoy yourself. So we're gonna start with boat pose. So we're gonna put our heels down in front of us. You lean back until you feel those core muscles, those belly muscles engage. Once you feel that, you're in boat pose. This is boat pose. All right, maybe you wanna row your boat to wherever it is. Maybe your place doesn't have a boat, which is okay. If you want a little something more, you can try to lift your feet with your legs bent. You can try to straighten your legs or bring them even higher. You can see my body shaking. It's working. All right, everybody come down. Let's do a little roll on our back. And we're going to meet in a seated forward fold. This is called Paschimottanasana. Hands are going to be above your head, breathe in. Knees are going to be bent. And we're going to reach for our toe pads, okay? This isn't about kind of rolling over. Once again, this is a good pose for posture. So we want to be bringing our heart forward towards our knees. So for some of you to get the stretch you like, you maybe can do this with straight legs. I need to do it with my legs bent. So we want to take a breath in and then reach, and you can pull on your toes, and you want to pull your heart towards your legs while keeping your spine flat. This pose massages your internal organs, and it helps open your lungs so that you can breathe a little bit better. Let's take a breath in here and a breath out. One more breath in. Awesome. I hope that felt good for everybody. Now we're going to do a seated separate leg stretch. I hope you guys are thinking about your place and how relaxing it is now that you've arrived. We're going to take our left foot and put it on our right thigh. I'm going to breathe our arms up, kind of like mountain pose arms. Breathe in. And we're going to turn towards our right foot. Leg can be bent or straight. And we're going to try to grab the ball and base of our foot again. All right. I like to touch my knee and forehead here. So for me to do that, I need to have a bent knee. So I'm just going to give you a second here to kind of relax and feel this stretch in your leg. If it hurts, then you need to bend your knee just a touch more. All right, and then let's do the other side. So bring your right foot to your left thigh. Breathe in your arms, like mountain arms, breathe in. We're gonna turn towards our left foot and grab our toe mound. And I'm gonna give you a second here in silence to stretch and feel how good this feels in your body. All right, we're gonna meet back in a seat, and we're slowly going to release to our back and put your legs up the wall. If you're near a wall, you can put your legs against the wall. If you're not, just kind of get your legs above you in the air. This is a good release of blood flow. We've used our legs a lot, so it's gonna get the blood flowing in different directions. This pose is also really awesome if you can't sleep at night. If you're having trouble and you're tossing and turning, you can put your legs up the wall for a few minutes, and it should calm your nervous system. And then let's gently release to Shavasana, resting pose. So take up as much space as you can. on your mat or wherever area you are. Take up as much space as you need. I'm gonna get up while you guys are resting. And if you're not comfortable on your back, maybe lay on your side or your stomach, whatever works for you. Right? This time is for you, so I want you to be comfortable. You've arrived at your destination. Now it's time to unpack your suitcase. Maybe you packed a phone. Maybe you packed your favorite book. Maybe you packed a coat. Maybe your favorite necklace or something that was special to you. Maybe a swimsuit. I want you to unpack all of those things from your suitcase. Once you've unpacked, you'll see that there's nothing left in the suitcase. If you think back to the journey and your destination, what was the most important thing about the trip and the experience? It wasn't the suitcase. It wasn't the items in the suitcase. The most important thing was actually you. You were the most important person for the trip. I think during these times that we live in and what we've been experiencing in life, we need to remember that you are important. You saw the journey, you did the work to get there, and really you just needed you. When you're ready, if you want to wiggle your body a little bit, if you'll join me in an easy seat pose somewhere on your mat. I'm going to switch my legs for this easy seat. I like to kind of balance. We tend to sit with one leg on top of the other, so feel free to switch it up. Right now we're going to do some finger tapping with a mantra. Some of you have done this before. This may be new to some of you. So finger tapping is just what it sounds like. We're going to take our thumbs and touch every finger on our hands. And while we're here, we're going to say a mantra. The mantra I have for you today is, I am always enough. If you want to say it out loud, feel free. If you want to whisper it to yourself, that's awesome. We're going to do this 3 times, and you can have your eyes open or your eyes closed. I am always enough. I am always enough. I am always enough. The awesome thing about finger tapping is you can also do it anytime, anywhere. So you can do it during yoga, but maybe you're stressed during a test. Maybe I'm going to rock it. That was too many words, but whatever you need to tell yourself to help you through the moment, you can do this under your desk. You can do it before a big dance or sporting event. It's just a tool that you can use that can help bring calm and peace to your body. As I close class today, I want to thank you all for sharing your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed your journey, and I hope you picked up some tools along the way. Before we go, I would like to close class with something called a Padma Mudra, or a lotus seal. A mudra helps flow energy deep within the body, and this one is inspired by a lotus flower. So in your easy seat, we're going to place our hands together at heart center. Before we start, let's just take a big breath in together and a breath out. Now to create our lotus flower, we're gonna keep our thumb and pinkies touching while we spread our pointer, middle, and ring finger apart. So it'll look something like this, like a lotus flower. So keeping your hands at your heart center. Once again, feel free to close your eyes or keep them open. We'll do one last breathing exercise. And while you're here, think about the natural beauty of your soul and that you are enough. So we'll do flower breath. We're gonna take a deep breath in through our nose, like we're smelling the lotus flower, and then we're gonna gently blow on it, kind of like when you make a wish with a dandelion. So we'll do 3 of these together. Breathe in through your nose, make a wish, blow out. Breathe in through your nose, make a wish, blow out. Breathe in through your nose, smell the lotus flower, and make a wish, blow out. Awesome. My wish for you is that all of you that join me today, and really everyone, just realizes that you are enough. I see you today, I hear you today. All of you are enough, and I just thank you for joining me today on my first journey, which is amazing. I wish you all love and light always. I bow to you, namaste. Thanks, everybody.